Okay, so I recently saw The Night House, and this wasn't bad. This was actually pretty good. It yeah, let's just get straight into it. You know what? All right, so there's 8 things that I liked about it just on this viewing. I feel like there'd probably be more on the second viewing. I feel like it anyway. But anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing, camera composition. I thought it's not like crazy well shot, but there was moments where I was like, you know what, this is actually pretty well done. Like just considering the location, like it's a pretty limited location, small. A lot of the film is filmed in this one place, and they keep it interesting with the way it's shot, and yeah, I thought it was well done in that regard. It wasn't, as I said, fantastic, but there was something there. There was something with the camera composition that I did like at times. Okay, the next thing, next 2 things. This is something I was considering it for a good while, which one was better, but then they did this one thing in the film, and I went, you know what, both of these aspects are good, and that's lighting and color palette. The lighting at first, one of the first shots in the movies, it was rather dark, but the way they had this nice contrast with the light and the lighting and everything, and it was really nice. I was like, whoa, that's a nice shot. But just throughout the film, there was nice parts with the lighting, but also how the kind of color palette complemented with the lighting too. There was just little moments here and there. But there was something particularly that I really liked with the color palette. They changed things to kind of red at times, and I thought that was a really like effective choice at times, and it worked rather well. It kind of added to a tension that the film was going for, and just the weird atmosphere they're trying to go for. So I thought it worked rather well at times. Next thing is number 4, visual creativity. Now there's something in this movie that I don't want to spoil it, but man, it was creepy. Like there's this thing, I'm really trying not to spoil it because I didn't know much about this movie going into it, to be honest with you. So I imagine there's other people, that. So I'm really trying to think of the best way. But there's a certain thing in regards to how they do the scares. It catches you off guard. Like you think you see someone, and then they move their head. You're like, holy shit, that was there the whole time, kind of thing. It's I feel like there's probably parts in the movie where it's just like in the background, like that shape. It's kind of like a shape. Yeah, it's a shape. And the way that shape was very cool. It was a very cool idea, but also very creepy. So I really liked that technique. I thought that was really different, but yeah, tense and interesting. I really liked that idea with yeah, I'm gonna call it the shape. But yeah, very cool and very, yeah, as I said, creepy. All right, so the next thing, the acting. The main actress here is really good, and I want to give it a bonus point because I thought she was really good. What's her name? I've seen her in stuff before, but I'm going to give it a bonus point actually for the acting. Number 6 is pull off dramatic moments. Yeah, she has a part where she cries in the film, and it was very believable, and I think it was done in a fairly long shot too of her just breaking down in one part. I was like, wow, she's really selling it, and just she goes through a kind of a range of emotions, just confusion and just completely just disoriented. Like, well, what's going on? I really liked her performance. I thought it was very believable. There's no part where I was like, Rebecca Hall, that's her name. So yeah, she was very good. She was definitely the standout here. Like the other actors were fine, but yeah, she was definitely a standout. She was very good, I thought. All right, so the next thing is the story. Now I've seen stories about this. It's kind of like a grief story. Someone dies that's close to her, and she's trying to figure things out about them. Like she doesn't know them as well as she thought, and yeah, I've seen these type of movies before, but they did do a different approach to it. And in regards to the story, number 8, which is the last thing, is Intrigue. Yo, this movie kept me intrigued. Like, my goodness, I was just so gripped by what was going on. Like, there was one part where I was literally like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know what the answer is in this film, like what they're going for. And it was really cool because usually a lot of movies I'm like, okay, so we're going to do this, this, and this. And, I'm fairly right. But, this movie just threw me off. I was like, whoa. Like, I was really not sure how this was going to play out. And the way it did play out, I'm still not sure. to be honest with you, like the very ending, I don't know. It's just still, I don't know. But I really did like the intrigue that they gave. Like, even though the payoff, I'm still not sure. I don't hate it, nor do I like it. It's kind of one of those things where I'm still not sure how I feel about it. But anyway, I really did like the intrigue. It was very just, I was just gripped for a very large portion of this film. And yeah, like it never, I think it's about an hour and 40 minutes. That went by pretty quickly, I felt. So yeah, very well done. It was a very different film. I very much liked it, and I'm liking that it's getting pretty good ratings, especially on Letterboxd. It's got like a 3.5 at the moment. It's like a 7, so you know, it's pretty high. I feel like most movies, you know, don't get that high of a rating. So yeah, there's definitely something here. I wasn't sure what people would think about it. I thought some people would just find it confusing and weird, and I imagine there is people that think that for sure. But there was something there. There was definitely something here that I thought was really good. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of a spoilers section for this video now. So, you know, if you have not seen the film, don't watch this part unless, you know, you want the movie spoiled. So yeah, just a fair warning, spoilers. So, you know, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you next time if you don't want to hear spoilers. I'm actually going to do a bit of a spoiler talk. I don't do this much. Kind of like explaining the ending to the best of my ability. So, what happened at the end? This is what I got. I'm not too sure if I'm right or not. I might be completely off. I don't know. I feel like I know what happened at the end. From what I collected, the husband... Actually, before I say that, she had very much an experience where she died for 4 minutes previously in her life. She, I think it was like a car accident or something. And she came back, of course. That's not the film. It's like the whole movie she's actually dead and this is the afterlife. No, it's not that. That'd be kind of a troll move if it was that. Anyway, so but basically what it was is, since she died for those 4 minutes and then she came back, they got her back. I guess they revived her. Ever since then, it's kind of like Final Destination in a sense, but it's not like Final Destination where they like literally, you know, these accidents happen and things that fucking just happen out of the blue to try and kill this person, you know, in very crazy ways. Something happens and this happens to try and kill this person. It's kind of like nature trying to correct itself. That's not what they do in this movie. What they do in this movie is I'm gonna call it death. Okay, I'm gonna call the character or the thing that's trying to kill the main character death. I'm just gonna call it death. Death was trying to put the thought or force the husband to kill the wife. That was the idea, to kill his own wife. And he wouldn't do it, right? He wouldn't do it. And so what he did instead is he tried to find women that look similar to his wife, and then take them to a house that looks similar to their place. He rebuilt their house in a sense, hidden away in this in like a lake house, but it's like in the bush a bit on the opposite side. And so he did that. He built this house, and then he took him to that, and then he showed him this doll thing. I still don't get the whole meaning of the doll thing still. Like, I don't get how that kind of ties in. Is it meant to throw death off or something? I don't get that doll thing really just yet. But anyway, so he'd kill the woman in that house, which would somewhat trick death into thinking, oh, he killed her, right? Because it's like in their house, and then, you know, it's the girl. But it wasn't at all. That's what the movie was. It was like, that's what I got. So he was a good husband. He was literally willing to kill other women to keep his own wife alive. He wasn't going to give in and kill his own wife. Yeah, so what a husband. Anyway, so that's pretty much what it was, which, wow. Like, I did not see that at all. Like, I did not connect those dots at all, that's what this was about. So I thought that was really interesting. That reveal did kind of, was like, wow, okay. As I said, there's a few things that I'm kind of questioning, like the whole doll thing. How does that tie in to, like, the overall picture? Like, I get, you know, he was trying to kill other women in a house that looked the same to try and trick death into thinking, oh, I killed her, see? And it didn't work, you know, in the end, because he ended up killing himself, because he's like, well, this is the only option. It does make me wonder then too, if she, let's say, marries again or gets in a really close friendship, at least with someone, will death come along then and try and whisper or put the idea into their head to kill her, or to whisper into their ear to kill her? Is that what will happen as well? Or is it gone now? Is it resolved? Because I don't feel like it's really resolved at all. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, that's what I got from the film, and I thought it was really interesting. Really interesting, especially that whole idea. But I'm still not exactly sure if I like it totally yet. As I said, there was some questions I had with it and didn't really get it. But anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Like maybe some thoughts about the ending that, that's how it makes sense to you. Like I'd love to hear an explanation, probably further than what I've explained. Maybe what the doll is meant to represent, or the statue thing, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'd love to, hear your thoughts in the comments below. So, positives, negatives, just whatever. Love to carry on a conversation in the comments below. And yeah, catch us next time.